Hello, this is a Bechstein upright piano just coming to stock, model 8, that's about 130 centimeters tall, made in 1925, which is a very good year for this model. So just looking to see what sort of refinements it needs, but it has been fully restored in 2003 apparently. Now, looking at the ivory keys, they're absolutely perfect. So just slight buffing we need to do on those, but otherwise it's fine. Very good. It's got book holders and a swing style desk, which is one of the best style you can get. Slightly higher up than the modern desk. By the way, a characteristic of the Model 8 is these rounded corners here. Most pianos come square, and this Model 8 is the Bechstein designed it to be rounded, which is very pleasant to look at. Now, the piano has been very well restored. In 2003, it was restored by the shop and sold in 2003, and we have the paperwork for that. But tuning pins are very tight. That's the first thing we're always looking for, as we said in many other videos. And let's have a listen to the sound of it. Before we do that, though, just want to show you that everything's regulated well. We had to do slight refinements. For instance, the keys, there's a very slight slack. I mentioned this in a test your own piano video recently. Those, if we look at this one here, you see I've adjusted these ones, so there's no slack. The top and bottom part of the action move together, but if you watch carefully on this one, the bottom part's moving first. So that needs taking up, and that's a question of turning this capstan down here. Different style capstans on these Bechsteins. This is top quality action and very high quality new hammers have been put on it, very well put on, and hardly any wear. As you can see if you look at the end of the hammer, it's hardly worn at all. New dampers. So the work's been done extremely well. So let's listen to the tone of it, and then the singing area around here in the mid treble. It just sings very well, very mellow. And plenty of power as well if you... Compare that with this U1 here, Yamaha U1. So U1G is one of our favourite U1s. So it does have certainly a much mellower sound than a new one would. Back to the Bechstein. And it's a more refined sound altogether. And a rich tone down there as well. And action is very, very, very responsive too. You can see I have some fly dampers there to shut the sound off because the strings are very resonant. That's typical Bechstein, and does a very good job shutting the strings off. Here's the Yamaha. And back to the Bechstein. Here's a new euphoric. And that has a much richer lower bass. Richer than the Yamaha, but the Bechstein has perhaps more quality of sound to it. Made in the era when there were so many people in the piano trade in those days that competing with each other, so very, very good tone. We have another Model 8 Bechstein in stock. This one's older. 1925 they didn't have these on anyway. Not sure if this was original. We can always take them off if you don't like these, but this is another Bechstein 8 made in 1905, I believe. And also has a wonderful bass sound and very good treble. It's a different sound this age of Bechstein. So that's a Bechstein Model 8 upright piano, about 120 centimeters long, just coming to stock. And it's a very rich, warm sound. And the action, very responsive indeed. a 5-year guarantee on the piano, but I don't expect any issues on it for at least 30 years really. Has been fully restored in 2003, very well restored. We're just doing various small refinements to it. Thank you very much for listening.